All right, everyone, we got some mud flaps here for the 2026 Model Y Juniper. These are from Teslaunch. You can save 10% off with my code TFIG on Teslaunch.com. I'm gonna put these in, super simple install. I've had mud flaps on my previous 2020 Model Y. They unfortunately fell off going through a puddle, so they weren't good mud flaps. These ones, they're very secure. They even have a spot for the rear to mount on from the bottom that a bolt goes through. So these are gonna be very secure, very easy to put in. There's no drilling, nothing like that. They provide all the clips necessary here. All you're gonna need is a trim tool, some gloves, keep your hands clean, and a 10mm socket, or you can use a 10mm tool of any sort that you have for the rear mud flap. The front ones are very easy. It's only 2 push pins and then the clip. The rear is 2 push pins, the clip, and then the bottom bolt. So the rear will be on super secure, front are on super secure. Let's go ahead and get this put on. So as you can see here, the main reason for this is driving in the rain, in the snow, even just rocks when you're driving in dry weather. The rocks will hit the bottom of your rear doors over time and create some rock chips. So our goal is to avoid that happening. Now there is a PPF option available for the rear door portion, but you can see it'll just help keep the car that much cleaner. As you can see how dirty it is, even though this is basically just washed a few days ago. All right, so first thing we're gonna do is we just have these 2 push pins here. We're gonna take our trim tool and come right in here and push it out. This will actually be a little bit easier if you turned your wheel to the right on the right side of the car and to the left on the left side of the car. So that's 1 push pin, and we have one a little bit further back here. And go ahead and get that off. And there we go. So these are the push pins. We're not gonna need these anymore because Teslaunch gave us some new longer ones that will really hold in the mud flaps. All right, so we have our new push pins here. This is the insert that goes in first, and this is the little push pin itself that pushes in and locks the insert inside. We're gonna get 2 of these ready and get our mud flap right there. What I like to do is put the insert in first, like so. Just be careful because they will fall out, and hold them together and then line them up with the holes here. And that's how you know you get the mud flap in evenly. All right, so I moved the tire to the left so that you can have an easier time seeing what I'm doing. So I'm actually just gonna get this first push pin in here, and we can worry about the second one later. And then this point, we're gonna clip in this here and kind of just make sure everything's even. And let's put in our first push pin into the insert right here. And we'll put it in about halfway just to make sure everything lines up. Then we'll take our insert, put it into the second hole. And if it goes inside, that means everything is lined up. And we'll put the push pin into the insert here. We'll take our clips that they gave us here. And you want to make sure the clip attaches not only to the mud flap, but to the interior of the fender liner here, like so. So it's going to clip here and into here. So you can actually kind of see that from inside here. And we're going to do that. So that is clipped in now, that is not coming out. And now we can push in these push pins until they're all the way flush. And there we go. That is not coming out, and that is not moving anywhere. So here's how that looks. Of course, our wheel is turned right now, but it looks great. Of course, I'm going to show you a before and after. So let's go ahead to the rear wheel now, where we have one extra step, which is the bottom bolt. Okay, we're at the rear here now. Same thing. We're just going to use the trim tool to push out the push pin. There are special tools you can use too that you can get on Amazon for this, but the trim tool works fine. As you can see, really just depends on how which direction the push pin is angled. There we go, simple as that for the 2 push pins. So you can see that we have a bolt right here. We're gonna take our 10mm socket here and just loosen this bolt and completely take it out. And when it's loose enough, you can just kind of use your hand to finish it off. And there we go, there's our bottom bolt that's really gonna secure these. So now we're just gonna take our rear mud flap, put it here, kind of clip it in, and I'm going to take that bolt that we just took out from the bottom, and I'm going to put it in the bottom hole to kind of hold up the mud flap. I'm not going to screw it all the way in, just enough to kind of get it to hold. So again, if it goes in, that's how you know the mud flap is in the right position. So just screwing it basically hand tight. And with that done, I'm going to put in the new insert. Like so. And the new push pin. Again, I'm not putting it in all the way until I get the other insert in with the push pin. And putting in our other insert now, as well as the push pin. Now let's put this one in all the way, then this. And last but not least, we can put in our clip here to hold it all together. And there we go. That is not going anywhere either. So let's take a step back and see how the whole car looks. All right, everyone, as you can see here, this was a super easy install. It took us, what, maybe a minute per wheel, a minute and a half. So you're looking at 5 to 10 minutes to install all 4 mud flaps. It's gonna protect your paint. It's gonna keep your car cleaner. It looks freaking awesome too. I mean, I just love the look of it. Look at it. And yeah, I actually did notice, again, I've had my car for almost 2 months now, and I have a rock chip right here, 2 rock chips. It's like kind of a small line there and there. So what I should have done was put those small PPF panels that Tesla sells on their shop. Teslaunch has on their shop as well. So definitely should have done that for ultimate protection, but still this is gonna help out so much, keep it cleaner, especially in the snow, in the mud. They were redoing the roads around my apartment, so there was a ton of just rocks and gravel. I'm sure that's what that's from, just hitting the side of the car there. So the mud flaps are gonna protect your paint. With my discount code TFIG, saves you 10% off on Teslaunch. You can get these very cheap, so worth it to do. Anyone can do this. You can do this yourself. This does not require anything other than a 10mm socket for your rear, and that's about it. The front is so simple to put on. So I hope you guys enjoy this super easy install. Please make sure to like, comment, and subscribe. I'm uploading videos every other day. So we have a ton of content, a ton of accessories I'm putting on the car, a ton of mods, cool things for you guys to check out, see what you like, customize the car. The cars are all the same. You can make it your own with just a few simple mods. Really enhance the look and feel of the car to your liking. So please like, comment, subscribe. I have so many videos coming, so many videos I've already done. Please make sure to check out my other videos. I'll have my playlist here of my Tesla mods. And thanks for watching. See you next time.